Thank you for coming, and I hope you don't mind. I'm like gonna run around without my shoes on so I can like run down and do some quicker stuff. Is that my hair? Oh, that's my hair brushing the microphone. Like, okay. How many of you have attended these workshops ever? A few. Okay, good. But kind of a few new people too. So in the past, I have always given workshops on the marketing side of being an artist and songwriter. And it's been a long time since I've done anything teaching with songwriting. And I'm telling you, after Rich, I'm uber intimidated because he is a pro and I'm a little rusty with the songwriting side. I've been a music producer mainly for the last 15 to 20 years, but it all started for me as a songwriter. As a little girl, I was making up songs 24/7, and I mean, I was probably 15 when my dad just looked at me and was like, "Your songs don't sound good. You'll never be a songwriter." I know, it's like the saddest story ever, and I was like, "I'll prove you wrong, Dad." That's the kind of personality I have, thanks to him, because he's that kind of guy too. But literally, I had no idea how hard it was to write a song until I started trying to write professionally. And then I kept getting people like Rich. I would pay for evaluations, and they'd be like, "Okay, this is wrong, you need to fix this, you need to fix that." I even had someone say, "You need to like read some books, take some courses," things like that. I had been writing by this point, I was a 30-year-old woman. I've been writing for 20 years. And I was shocked, first of all, that I thought I knew what I was doing. Second of all, that there's actually stuff to learn about songwriting. It seems like the songs just come out, but it is a craft. So what Rich just gave us was like, kind of like the mother lode, right? Everything. And what I want to do is kind of look at one of those little elements, and that is chord progression. And he gave us the perfect segue with that last song he just played, where it was like all somber. I don't even know what key he was in, but it was like something like this. Right? And it was like, "I love you." And it totally was like a mismatch. It was so obvious. And that's exactly what this presentation is all about. It's about our chord progressions that we either we don't think enough about, or we think too much about. And so we're going to kind of break it down and just get into the weeds about it a little bit. So I love this little template presentation thing because it reminds me of the mixtape days. In my growing up years, we made mixtapes of all of our favorite songs. And when a song really hit us hard, we would collect it. And nowadays, what do? We make playlists, right? It's the same thing. When you find your favorite song, you just want to listen to it over and over and over again. And then you make playlists based on your moods. The ex gets one playlist and the current gets another playlist, and so on. So how do the songwriters that write great songs, how do they do that? How do they make us feel so intensely when we hear a song? Well, just like what Rich was talking about, there's a lot of elements that go into it. But I want to just say, okay, maybe there's just a few. And then out of those few, we're going to look at the chord progressions. But first, I'm going to run over to my laptop real quick so we can do this. We're going to do a poll. Sorry, don't feed that. Didn't even think about that. Do you guys see that? Okay, QR code. Get your phones out.
came up for the recording. I was just gonna say I can yell.
Yeah, for the recording it'll be better.
All right, 15 joined. Let me just forget this. I just want to find out more about who's in this room. I want to know more about you guys and what your experience is with songwriting so far, what you struggle with, and that's really all this is about. Okay, so I'm going to try and put this a little less. I'm not sure if the clicker will work on this website. Let's try it. Oh, it does. Okay. What do you typically write first when you are writing a song? Lyrics, melody, chord progression, or musical riff, a title, or some combination of any of those? I'm gonna wait till it says 18 of 18 responded. Let me come over here because I feel like that's too hot. I don't wanna. Chords or musical riff, okay. For people who said combination, just shout out, is it usually like music or melody and lyrics come out at the same time? Just shout it out.
Melody, lyrics, title.
Okay. Melody, lyrics, title. Anyone else?
Chords and lyrics.
Okay. So awesome. Couple more people, or should we just move on? Let's move on. All right. What is your biggest obstacle with songwriting? Theory limitations, melodic rut, lyric rut, finishing songs, or something else? It's so fun, isn't it? These like interactive polls, I love them. Okay, for the something else, yell out. What is it?
Verses.
Verses? Like, I got the chorus, but I can't think of what I want the verse to be. Okay, great. Yeah.
I'm worried about triteness. You know?
Yeah.
I'll be bored. Paranoia. Oh, yeah,
Fear. I call that like probably songwriters' number one obstacle to overcome, because we always are worried about something. Fear of rejection, fear of it being too this or too that. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Theory limitations. I'm actually happy to see that there's 5 people. Theory limitation is one of your big things, because we're going to talk about that. We're going to get over some theory hangups that we have. And then finishing songs. What keeps you from finishing songs? Is it you get stuck on something?
Yeah, I get stuck and I can't pull out of what originally happened.
Ah,
I
yes.
need to branch out.
What Rich was talking about with that song he wrote 16 years ago. There were songs that I wrote back when I was like really learning the craft of songwriting that I would get so stuck and I had no idea how to get unstuck. And I pulled out an old one, probably about the same, like 15 years old, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have done this, I could have done that, there were all these ideas that came to my mind, but that's because I've had 15 more years of really working on the craft of songwriting. But yes, it's so hard to get unstuck of things that have already come out. I think that's one of the hardest things, is like trying to rewrite. Okay, next one. What have you tried to shake things up in your songwriting? co-writing, coaching, someone like Rich, theory courses, or something else? Holler out, there's something else. What else have you guys done?
Changing my writing environment. Or I write music.
Oh, that's a great idea, yeah.
This is the first day I tried. Come to this workshop.
Awesome! Woo! I'll tell you, for me, I was one of those lyrics and melody come out at the same time kind of people. And it's part of why I think I was really stuck. Because when I started co-writing with someone who was, he called himself a writer, but he was really just the producer, and he was just giving me chord progressions. And I was trying to write songs, lyrics, melody to chord progressions that already existed. I couldn't do it. Everything that came out of me was just horrible until it finally, something clicked. It took me a while, years actually, and now that's my favorite way to write. Like, give me a chord progression, give me a chord progression. I can write anything. Oh, did I just click? I do that all the time. You guys? Okay, wait. I feel like we missed.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so what else? Something else? Anyone else want to say what they've done? Yes.
When I find myself in a rut, I try to be really intentional and try to like write in a style or a genre that I wouldn't usually, and that helps rewire.
Yes. Ooh, I love that.
Okay, what do I want this song to sound like? And then going and studying that kind of music. And okay, how are they writing their lyrics? What kind of tunings are they using? Like
Yeah.
their guitars and stuff like that.
It's great.
And that
Great
helps
ideas.
as well.
Mm-hmm. Great. Anyone else? Yes.
I typically write on the guitar, and so it's playing with different picking patterns or different strumming patterns or
Wow.
things like that. I have the ones that are my go-tos, and so trying to use ones that I don't know as well, or
Yes.
to try and make some change there.
And one thing I've noticed in working with artists as a producer, the same artist will write something totally different when they're sitting with their guitar versus with the piano. If they play both, totally different songwriter. So if you're like, I'm stuck because I always write this, switch your instrument. It's another great way. Okay, next. When creating chord progressions for your original songs, do you keep it as simple as possible, make it as complex and interesting as possible, have no idea what chords to use, so you just use the ones you know, or do you not care, it doesn't matter? Have no idea. You guys, I'm so excited. We're gonna talk about that. Who likes to make it complex? I'm just curious. Yes? Why? I want to hear why.
It keeps it interesting. I feel like sometimes my lyrics are a little boring, so then if the melody does something on the chord side, it's like, oh, it's still fun to listen to.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
I just like the color, the surprise. I think it brings a little bit of like an element of new, like you're not predicting this.
All right. Yeah. That is so funny. I just had band practice this morning, and we were doing Almost Paradise. Who knows that song? It's from the Footloose movie. It's a duet, and the bass player who's subbing for us was just like, what about that flat six in the bridge? Isn't that just the most amazing chord you've ever heard? And I just thought, yeah, I've never really thought about it, but it is. It's like the bridge of that song just pops out. It's just one cool chord for one moment of the song that just makes you go, whoa, pay attention. Yeah. Anyone else have anything cool to say? Yes.
I listen to like a lot of like John Mayer music,
Mhm.
and I love learning the way he plays his guitar.
Mhm.
Like
He's a master.
his way. So I like writing stuff that's complex because I want to like when I release my music, I want people to like hear my music and want to play it too.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
want something interesting for them.
Right. Okay. Interesting. I love that. Okay. Distribute 100 points across what would help you most today. Writing better lyrics, finding stronger melodic hooks, giving my music that emotional punch, starting songs faster, and getting feedback. This one's hard. You have to like think, distribute 100 points. Better lyrics. So fun, but I feel like this isn't too big of an issue, starting songs faster. I think most songwriters are just like, most of the time, feel like they just keep coming, right? But really, it's getting those songs to hit the feels, which is exactly what we're going to talk about. Okay. And then this is the end of it. So if you have a question that you want answered, I'll get it. And I don't know if it has you put in your number or anything, but if you want to ask a question, if it's something I can answer, just put your phone number in there and I will be happy to send you a text back. If I feel like maybe it's something that Rich or Sherry or Brady should answer, then I'll forward your information to them. How's that sound? Okay, I think I'll just turn this off when I go over there. Okay. Chord progressions is what we're going to talk about, because I think these are one of the most, I think it's one of the easiest, it's like a low-hanging fruit in songwriting. If you can understand how to craft chord progressions so that they are giving you the most bang for your buck, it just feels like a low-hanging fruit to me. But for fun, let's see, I think I hit, did I hit that? No, where is it? No, I can't remember. Did I have to walk over and, okay. Go ahead.
Do you want to present it again?
Yeah.
The bottom button.
The bottom. Oh, sorry guys. Dang it. There's a present up there. Sorry. Thanks, Brady. Okay, I don't know who's seen this little bit before. It's kind of old. It was like when YouTube was new, but it had swear words in it, and I was happy to see that they remade it.
Yeah, there's a few more songs we sang, so check it out. My life is brilliant, my love is pure. I saw an angel, but that'll show. People kill and people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? Won't you turn the other cheek? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Girl, wherever you went, and I feel the love tonight. Nobody wants to see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you. Take me home to the place where I belong. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Papa, Papa, I can't leave with or without you. Pictures of you, pictures of me, hung upon your wall for the world to see. And you
Great, go ahead and let's skip it. Oh,
when I find myself
That was weird.
in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. No woman, no cry. But it surely is a dream. I'm come from a land down under. Right, blue. Funny things you do. America, this is you. They say that Taylor was a good girl, never wanted to be late. Complaint express at his influence. I love you, really love before. To your reach. Take on me when I come around. When I come around. Save tonight. Take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing but 100 men or more that I need now. Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it, can't pretend. Just thought you were the one in my head. I see you all over me. I had you fulfill my fantasy. My spell, my rage. I am still just a rat in a cage. Was one of us. Tell me what I've told you, it's so complicated. I see no way you'll have to I know she's playing with me. Well, that's okay, 'cause I got no self-esteem. With 1,000 eyes and a good disguise. Hit 'em right between the eyes. Hit 'em right between the eyes.
okay, let's cut. See? So they actually have added more songs than the old one, and there's a couple in there that are not using those same 4 chords. I'm like, oh, why'd they do that? I don't know. Like the Avril Lavigne song, I don't think is those 4 chords. That's okay. These songs, Don't Stop Believin', Let It Be, You Say, those are all the same. You know, we heard, I don't know what key they were in, but it's this chord, which is the 1 chord, the 4, or sorry, it goes 1, 5 chord, minor 6, 4. Who's heard chords called numbers before? Good, yeah. The Nashville chord system. Okay, we're going to talk about the Nashville chord system because that's just a cool reference to it, but it's basically you're just assigning a number to the chord based on where it fits in the scale. So everybody knows a major scale, right? This is just C major. On the piano there's no black keys, so it's really easy if you're like, but I don't play piano. I don't care, because you don't need to be able to play piano. Just white keys starting on middle C. Let's all sing it. We're going to sing it with numbers. Ready? Starting on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now if I make each one of those a triad, which is just having 2 additional notes on top, so it's 1, 3, 5. It's a chord. But I go up the scale like we just did. So here's 1, now 2, now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back 8. 8 is the same as 1. Who's heard that before? Easy peasy, right? Okay, now, what's the difference between 1 and 2 in terms of the color? Major, minor. Would you say major is usually happier and minor is usually more sad, right? So going back to Rich's song, what did he change when he started off with that chord progression? It starts in a minor, on a minor chord. And then it goes to a major, but it's inverted, so it sounds a little more somber. And then a major 7 chord. I can't remember what the 4th chord was that he did. Did you go back into the back? And then when he did it again, he started on a major chord. So just knowing the difference between what a major chord sounds like and a minor chord sounds like, you've already got a head start in this writing for emotional impact with your chords. Okay, so we're gonna look at the major scale. Now if I play, I'm gonna play one, and I want you to see if you can tell, maybe just raise your hand, if you can tell what scale number is it. So you can't look. Ready? So here's the scale, here's C. If I play this one, what is it?
6 or 7.
Is it major or minor?
Major.
It's major.
5.
Yes. Major or minor? Minor. Here's one. Here's the one I just played. Yeah. So this is where I think every songwriter can start getting better at hearing the emotional, hearing the chords by their number, what role they play in the scale. So like when I was listening to Rich play, I had no idea, I did not have perfect pitch. I had no idea what key he was playing in, but like when he did his original song, I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget. The little things that we were working on, he started with 1, and then he went to the minor 3rd, then he went to the 4, then he went back to the 1, then he went to the 5. And I didn't know what key he was in, I still don't know, but I could tell the key relation. It was in C, so there we are.
It's the little things.
Using my man voice, so I don't have to sing too high. Okay, so yes, I forgot your name. What is your name?
Oh, Jackson.
Jackson, do you remember coming to my studio? And your dad's been in the studio too. Okay, the Nashville number system. So where did you hear about it?
Okay.
And where did you hear about it?
There's a YouTube actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that follow YouTube that talk about it and talk about like training your voice to hear it.
Yeah. And so why do you think in Nashville it's easier for them to just do numbers?
So it's really
Rich, you've done a lot of Nashville stuff, so tell us what it looks like.
Well, you just totally illustrated why we did the number system, because you had to sing down here, and if you transfer 1 is the root chord and put it in the key of G, then you can sing the song in your vocal range.
It's the little things.
And then the 3 minor, and then the 4, and musicians don't have to rethink it, and you don't have to rewrite a chart with all of the chords, because you just transfer the numbers to that key.
Exactly.
And it's magical and it works fast. It's worth learning.
Definitely worth learning. And as a matter of fact, when I was working on this presentation, Dave Wilbur, who's upstairs from Rich's, or downstairs from Rich's store, Dave Wilbur teaches Dave Wilbur's Rock Lab. He teaches people how to do this charting thing. He is subbing for our band for a show we're doing on Monday. And I asked him, I was like, hey, do you need charts for this medley? Because I can make one if you need it. And he's like, no, I already did it. And he sent it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a presentation. I'm working on it right now on the number system. Can I share this with my people that I'm going to be teaching? This is BTS Dynamite. I don't know even know. He wrote it's in the key of E. Oh, it's in minor 6. I have to think about it. In the stars tonight. So I don't have to be like, okay, is that an A, is that a B, or what? I just am like, oh, okay, it's in the key of E. So it starts on the minor 6. And then it goes to the minor 2. It's got some 7s in there, but we're not going to worry about that right now. And then the 5, and then to the 1. And he charted the song, and you can see just if you kind of browse the numbers, it's the same chord progression through the entire song. Sometimes it takes 2 measures, or sometimes it takes 1 measure to do 2 chords. So they basically accelerate the chord progression, but it's the same 4 chords through the entire song. That song was a freaking international hit. Same 4 chords. Minor 6, minor 2, 5, 1. So it gives us this kind of little feeling when it starts, like, I know there's a 7 in it. I don't know what it is. In the stars tonight. You guys, I'm not good in the key of E, okay? Let's just acknowledge that. So I'm going to play in the key of C for no sharps or flats. Again, why we use this number system? Because, wait. And then the verses take twice as long. Shoes on, da 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 da. I don't know if since I'm a backup singer. Whoa, I got my vocal parts. But anyway, hit song after hit song after hit song that have pretty darn basic chord progressions. It's all about the hooks, which Sherry's going to talk about next. But also just knowing, having the knowledge that these chords have power, I think really empowers us as songwriters to go, I want this to feel joyful, so I'm going to do this. I want this to feel sad. I want it to make you cry, which B minor is the saddest key. And it will always make you want to cry. I'm going back to Rich's sad chords. Okay. I want to show you, let's see, that was next. This is the circle of fifths. Who's seen that? Okay, most of you. Is it terrifying? Who's like terrified by that? All right, it looks scary, but I only want you to look at maybe the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like from B flat, F, C, G, D. And really just start learning those keys. And when I say learn those keys, I mean those scales. So in the key of C, no sharps or flats. Go to a keyboard. It's just easier on a keyboard because you have the visual. Even if guitar's your instrument, I promise the piano will make it a little easier. And then if you go to 1 sharp in the key of G, all you have is an F sharp. Let's see if we can do our BTS Dynamite. Minor 6, minor 2, 5 to 1. I didn't have to think about what the chords are because I know that key. I know the scale of G. And then the key of F only has 1 flat. Do that one next. I would say if you can even just get F, C, G as a starting point, then you can start to feel free. The next step is going to be listening to songs that you love, and I want you to do some analyzing. One of my favorite songs, which maybe a lot of people love it too, I wanted to use this, but I didn't want to hurt my brain getting too far into the theory, because I'm rusty with that. And also, this is not a theory class, but it's only 2 chords. Thunder only happens. I can't think of how it goes. Look at it on a keyboard, it's basically you're going from B flat major to a C major the whole time. It's not even really in a key. I mean, it is, but like I said, we're not going to dive into that theory. Simple is really what the point I want to make is that your chord progression should never be what's holding you back from writing a great song. If you're too caught up in making it complicated, not that complicated chord progressions are bad, but if that is a hang-up, if it's slowing you down, if it's taking away from the punch of a song, then maybe it's time to look at some of our favorite hit songs and see like, okay, what did they do? The other thing is, I lost my train of thought, now I can't remember what I was gonna say. So if we were to look at G major and just do the same thing, I always have my F sharp in here, because that's the key. 1, 2, minor 3, 4, 5, minor 6, diminished 7, back to 1. All right, so I think,
Ask a question.
yes.
When you're playing the chords and for whatever the vocals going to be in the root key, or every time you change and do like a minor or look to make sure the melody kind of, I know
Yeah.
it sounds right, but
Right.
go.
Yeah, you should always, so the melody is going to always fit the key that the song is in. And so like if I take, Don't Stop Believin', I can't play it, but I can play the chords. And I'm like, ooh, that is just too low for me, or too high. That's in the key of F, I was just playing. I'm gonna go to G, let's say it was too low for me. Just a small town girl. Definitely not too low, right? Took the midnight train going anywhere. Or let's say, okay, F was actually way too high. I'm gonna go to D. 2 sharps, a little high, a little scarier, right? But as a songwriter, you can do the same thing. And I would say if you're a singer-songwriter, if you've written a song on your guitar, maybe this has happened to you, or on your piano, and you're singing it and you're like, this is really hard to sing in this key. What do I do? You can easily change it by just shifting, okay, instead of this key, I'm gonna play the same exact chord progression, the numbers, but I'm gonna do it in this other key that fits my voice better. And as someone who records and produces songs for singers, I've had that happen so many times, you would not believe it. They show up to record and a song is like, hey, this feels too low for you. And they're like, oh yeah, it probably is. Why are we doing it in this key? Let's change it. So you have the power, you have control. That's really what this is about. But I think I really want you guys to feel maybe motivated to give some songs some listens and see if you can pick out the chord progression. Let's see, let's throw out another song or two and just see if we can pick out the chords as numbers. Who's got a favorite song that is kind of normal, like, not normal, but like household, everybody knows it? What's the song?
Happy birthday.
What?
Oh, I was saying happy birthday. Everybody knows that song.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So that starts on 1. Happy birthday to, then 5. Happy, it probably stays on 5 at like 5, 7. To you. Happy birthday. That's still on 1. Do, 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 do. That's the 4. We can go to the minor 2 to make it cool. Happy birthday to you. One of the songs I had on that list was that You Say by Lauren Daigle, which was like a huge pop / Christian crossover. And that's the same 4 chords as that video. It's the 1, 5, minor 6 to 4. I can't play it, but it's the same as, let's see, actually I don't think it is. It might be something different. You say I love, and do-do-do-do-do, I think it goes to the minor 2, do-do-do, then the minor 6, do-do-do-do, then the 4. You say I love, do-do-do-do-do, yeah, minor 3, do-do-do-do-do, that's what it is, do-do-do-do-do. Do you know that song? So it starts on a 1, the major chord, and then it goes to the minor 3rd, minor 6, and then the 4. And it stays the same throughout the entire song. And I could do it in whatever key I wanted. I've produced that song probably 30 times for different artists, and I've done it in different keys each time because every singer has a different range. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. What questions do you have? What insights?
I want to know, when you have a chord progression and you want to try a melody to it, like, do you have to stick to the notes that are in the chord for the melody, or like, what was your process for that?
So not in the chord, but in the key.
Okay.
And I think that's where I got stuck when I was first trying to write to a chord progression. And when I've worked with singers and I'm trying to help them break out of their songwriting ruts, they'll kind of listen to the chords. So let's use those same. And you can only kind of hear certain notes every time I'm playing those chords. Those are the ones that stick out. So songwriters have a tendency to kind of go, what should I sing? I don't know. They just kind of go along with the chord. But how does the Lauren Daigle song go? It goes, I keep fighting voices in my head, na, 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 na. It kind of follows the chords. But what if we were to make up our own little like, so like you can move all over the place, but I think the hardest thing is getting too attached to the notes that you're hearing, but always play around with different scale notes. So I was playing the key of F. Every single note in that scale is free game. And of course, the power of the melody is going to come from what notes you pick, how you put that into play. And that is exactly what Sherry's going to get into, I'm sure. Yes?
How do inversions come into play? Like, does that make a big difference
Yes.
if you're switching things? And is there tips to know which ones to pick, when to prefer certain chords?
It's a great tool to use, and I'll just go back to Rich's song that he was playing, the sad version of his song. He played this minor, and I'm just doing it in basically it's a key of C, so no sharps or flats, but I'm starting on the minor 6. And then he went to that, which is an inverted chord, and it's inverted. Who does not know what an inverted chord means when we say that? Pretty much, kind of. So basically, what you're doing is you're taking the root of the chord and switching it up. So you have, he started on minor and A minor, and this is a C major chord, but I'm putting the G of that chord in the bass, so it gives it kind of a different feeling. But what I love about inversions is that it's about the bass line. Your bass line gives us this feeling of pulling down, and if I went like this, oh, that's not nearly as sad, but that is sad, right? You can feel how different that feels. It's the same notes, the same exact chord, but my bass line is kind of just pulling the texture down a little bit. And then we went to this one. So his bass line he created was this, then it goes down, then it goes down, and then it goes up. So it gives us this little feeling like, oh, something new is coming. So that's how I love to use inversions. I usually think of it as from the point of view of what's the bass line doing. Hopefully that answers your question. I would use them sparingly. I did work with a songwriter one time who was like inverting everything. He was like, oh yeah, let's do this. For every single chord he put it in an inversion. I was like, it just starts to feel unsettled to the listener. If you're inverting regularly, I would save it for really special moments.
Unless you're playing the band.
Yes. And you're like, if you're a cool bass player that can just kind of walk down an inversion really cool, yeah. There's a lot of, I love bass, you guys. I have no idea how to play bass, but I'm telling you, it's one of the coolest instruments ever. That is all. So thank you very much, you guys, for coming.